All right, so this house was slide broadcast, and we sent it out, and the following week we sent out a second slide broadcast to the people that either didn't call us back, or maybe just dropped calls. And we had a gentleman call us back on the second one. He had recently got a divorce within the last year with his ex-wife. They were in the middle of tearing the house basically apart. So the house was subfloors, some walls painted, some trim taken off, not put back on. Carpet in the bathroom. He actually had vanities that he bought from Home Depot sitting in the subfloor living room. Just the kitchen half painted, half stained. So it was, he decided that he was not going to put any more time into the house, wanted to sell it as is. They had it on the market for about 10 months. They were trying to sell it for after repair value without it being repaired. So they had two different realtors. Couldn't sell it. He had, in the meantime of him trying to sell it, he had bought another house an hour and 20 minutes down the road in Tiverton, Rhode Island. And now he had two mortgages and a house that he was kind of checking in on. That was just super inconvenient. Taking money out of his pocket. And
okay, so motivation was divorce, moving,
two
money.
Mortgages.
Yeah. So we had multiple.
It was just the house was completely inconvenient for him, and he wanted to get rid of it, and he just couldn't sell it.
All right, beautiful. So source expired.
This is an expired.
Okay, yep. Expired. All right. So what did you purchase the property for?
We sub two. Yep, for $161,203 and 75 cents.
$161,203, because that was the exact mortgage balance.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what did you end up? So sub two type. $161,203 was the purchase price, and the source wasn't expired. Okay, yeah. What did you end up selling it for?
We put it on the market for $187,500 as a handyman. Work for your equity.
Perfect example of thinking outside the box. It's not a pretty house, which we normally are looking for, but perfect example of how you can buy a property outside the box here on a handyman special. Okay, so you sold it for $187,500. What was your payday number one?
Payday.
Oh, that's a good question.
I'll let Lauren, if you want to explain that, because you're deal with the buyers, so you.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Good. Yeah, good from the here.
I'll just she's talking to the mic.
Too close. So we actually had a lot of activity on this house right from the beginning, which, I mean, I'm sort of surprised by. Maybe because the carpet in the bathroom picture wasn't posted. But anyway, so we had lots of activity on it, and we actually had a viewing, I think, the day that we posted it. Mm-hmm. And it didn't end up being that person. Anyway, it took us probably about 2 weeks for us to get what is now our buyer in there. She had a viewing, loved it. This is exactly what I need. I have a big family. This has tons of space for all of us. Great. So some of you might have seen this video, but this was actually a Spanish-speaking buyer, and I am not a fluent Spanish speaker. So luckily, one of my friends was able to translate for us and interpret for us. So our conversations were pretty long, and she had it actually longer than most of my conversations have been with other buyers, because I couldn't direct her towards the videos that are on our site. So I went through the whole process, explained it to her, and it was exactly what she was hoping to do. This family, her in particular, had a couple of dings on her credit. She was a victim of an identity theft. So they were hoping to buy. Credit was poor. So this ended up working out well for them. We scheduled our first meeting with them. Yeah, I think it was about 2.5 weeks from the first day that we started advertising it. And during that meeting, she and her co-applicant, I think it's a partner, anyway, we came up with an agreement to put down $22,000 over until May. The final deposit, the final piece of their deposit is scheduled for May of 2020.
So it was $12,000 down at signing, plus first month's rent that we got, which was like 13 change, and then by May of 2020 we'll get the additional 10.
They also are hoping to put down more money in our conversations with Nick, we had them sort of slow down a little bit because of what they were trying to do. We wanted to make sure that they were actually able to
Set up for
afford
success.
this. We want them to be successful. So
Beautiful.
as of right now, it's $22,000 for payday one.
Okay, 22,000 payday one. Payday number two. So the spread that you're able to create every month was
300, and let me get real close here. 368, 38 cents.
yes. Oh, well, what was the question? You just repeat it.
Did you have? Okay, so you got 12 grand.
Yeah.
Plus first month. Did you have to pay the mortgage right away?
Nope.
No, you got the delay.
Yeah, exactly. So
It's written in the agreement, you guys. If you don't mess it up, it's written in the agreement.
Yep. So that's an extra $1,650 that
On
came
pay one.
from
Right.
$1,650.
So
on
we ended
top
up-
of 22.
All right, so we got $13,600 something, I believe, at closing. I think. Hold on.
I think it was 0.
Okay, so then you got three.
Sorry.
So how long of a term did you sell it for?
We have them 60 months.
60 months. Okay. So you sold it 47 at 60 months. Okay. So what's your pay number two? 368.38 times 60 months.
So if it, oh no, that's all the profit. I'm sorry.
So it was, if I remember correctly, that's in my binder, 18,000 change. I don't know the cents though. I can literally, hold this for a second.
Okay.
I
So
can-
roughly 18K.
Yeah. I
Okay.
can just do the math on it right there, right?
That's good.
Yeah, that's close enough. Okay, and then payday number three.
Sorry, 22. If it's 60 months, it's 22,080.
You got an eraser on that marker?
Nope. All right, 22,000. Scratch that. Anybody writing it down? 22,000. All right, pay number three. So what was the principal pay down on the property?
322.88.
Okay, and over 60 months is?
1 second.
That's
Yeah, it's 22 change, right?
19,368.
19,368. Okay, plus, is there any additional premium here?
Yep.
Plus 6K? Is that accurate?
On top of the deposit, you mean?
Yeah. So you got 20.
Yeah, because 18.7 would have been the 10%, so we got on top of that the 22.
So
It's for
yeah,
change.
somebody said that.
6
So
grand?
Payday 3 is actually 42.96.25 because the
And you take
difference
off
in
the
the
deposit.
right minus their deposit.
Okay.
So it's 4,300.
Yep. Want to add all that up?
Yeah, that's about right, because 187.5 minus 161.203 plus 22, the
Yep.
difference is about 40.
Exactly.
All right, so total for if it goes 60 months, if it's sub 2, you may hold on to it for the rest of your life if you choose
Right.
to.
Yeah.
Right.
68.
68K?
And some change.
Yeah, some change.
Yeah. So rough. Okay, so if it goes 60 months, the beautiful thing about this, right, is they bought it subject to the existing loan. They hold title, they own it. For some reason, this goes sideways, they have it for as long as they want. No end date, correct?
Yep.
So it's a beautiful thing. So 68 at a minimum, K, on this property that most people would probably pass up because it needed work. Really cool thing outside the box here.
And they're putting in the work to fix it up, so if they were to walk away, you have a nice house.
Funny that you say that, actually.
What, you guys moving there? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, no, the owner had called.
contacted us about something,
Yeah, the
so-
buyer, I'm sorry, had called us and said she couldn't figure out why the electrical wasn't working. She told her this will be the only time, but I'll send my husband over there. I just had to turn the breakers on because the seller shut off the fridge and he
wasn't
shut
in
off
there.
like appliances.
Right.
So I went over and turned that on. When I went there was
This is the
people
day
in every
after the
room
buyer signed.
painting the walls. They were tiling upstairs. I was like, this
This is
is
amazing.
crazy.
This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're invested, like we were talking about.
Yeah.
They're invested in the property. They're so excited. This
It's unbelievable.
Is their house,
Hell of a first deal, right?
Yeah.
68K plus.
Yeah.
Good job, you guys.
Thank you.